He lived in Massachusetts about 250 years ago. Before the war, he was a fisherman. During the war, he joined into the army of General George Washington, the uniform I'm wearing right now. And the only reason John is famous in history is that his fishing boat ended up being the first boat in the United States Navy. First boat to actually be given over to Washington for the use of, well, naval purposes. Now, here we are at Beacon Hill. Up at the top of Beacon Hill is the home of all Boston and Massachusetts state government, the State House. Now, the way I explain it to people who are not from America, this is the home of American government. In just a little bit, we'll see the home of the British government. That means this one was built after the war, 1790s, thanks to an architect, a guy named Charles Bulfinch. Mr. Bulfinch is way more famous for designing buildings down in Washington, D.C. But I'll be honest, this building right here, a very good example of the popular style of architecture back then, called Federalist style. You can always tell with the brick red look, Greek columns in the middle, a 23-karat gold dome right up at the top. Very nice. Now the original building only where it's brick, so they have added on to it a couple of times over the years, to the left, to the right, and out to the back. Now, this left section right here. Before it was built, there used to be a mansion at the top of Beacon Hill. It was lived in by the richest guy in colonial Boston, a man by the name of John Hancock. Now, Mr. Hancock becomes, well, kind of important during the Revolution, so much so that he is the first American governor in Massachusetts. Now, imagine this. He's the first American governor. He has to decide where his office is going to be. He's a rich guy, so he puts it right next to his mansion. I think we'd all probably do the same thing.